guys, Will here. Today we're going to talk about adrenaline. The many forms of adrenaline, how you can feel adrenaline, whether it be from winning a game. Oh my God! Yes! Oh! Yeah!
Oh, here come Watford. Forestieri. Here's Hogg! Deeney! Do not scratch your eyes! You are really seeing the most extraordinary finish!
Talking to your crush.
Okay, dude, I have this crush on this girl, right? But I got a lot of butterflies in my stomach.
Hold on. Butterflies.
Adrenaline. Yeah, dude. Should I go talk to her?
I don't know. Get a lot of adrenaline from that.
Yeah, I think I will.
Good.
Hi, I have a crush on you.
Oh my gosh, my heart is beating so fast. It's because of the
No.
adrenaline.
I have a crush on you.
No, I'm angry now, and I'm filled with rage.
I'm filled with adrenaline and rage.
Oh no!
Oh no! Stop! Break it up! There's so much adrenaline happening right now! Break it up!
Hey guys. So, adrenaline, otherwise known as epinephrine, is released through your adrenal glands and sends a rush through your body, otherwise known as an adrenaline rush.
Scientifically, here's what they found is actually happening in the moment of an adrenaline rush, aka hysterical strength. Under immense stress, your body assembles for robust activity. The adrenal gland pumps adrenaline into the blood and your muscles surge with oxygen, igniting your system with energy. The brain's fight or flight reaction detonates and rushes the body with proteins and enzymes to fuel endurance. We preserve this strength for a reason. Though scientific understanding is still limited, many researchers believe we keep such a reserve of unharnessed strength predominantly for safety reasons. When pushing our bodies to the limit, we create the potential risk for tears in muscle tissue, ligaments, tendons, etc. Creating such risk in times other than life or death is evolutionarily unwise. The body pulls out all the stops and lets you turn up the dial to 11. You don't feel the ache of your muscles, you don't feel the pain, you just do what needs to be done. During an adrenaline rush, the release of endorphins lessen the body's receptors to pain. There are also intrinsic genetic factors that may also play a role in one's stamina against pain. And further, the extent of training one's had in strength utilization also plays a key factor in an individual's potential for hysterical strength. So just how intensely can our strength increase with an adrenaline rush? Michio Akai of the University of Tokyo studied how the maximum grip strength of research participants changed in conjunction with prodding and aggravation. While the subject's grip power was being tested, Akai fired a starting pistol into the air. After the sound, the subject's strength went up dramatically, an estimated and surprising 10%. Ergo, these gripping stories continue to surface. A man named Tom Boyle in Arizona elevated a Chevy Camaro off of a pinned biker. A young 22-year-old woman named Lauren from Virginia lifted a BMW off of her dad after the vehicle had fallen from the car jack. A Quebec mother by the name of Lydia who wrestled a polar bear that was threatening her child. A polar bear? What?
Like I said, adrenaline comes in many forms. From winning the game to talking to your crush. But we're trying to decide if it helps you or harms you in these types of situations, or both.
So as further research, we decided to go ahead and interview someone who's had more experience in adrenaline-based scenarios.
So could you describe the activity that brings about the adrenaline in your life?
Well, the activity that brought about the most adrenaline in my life was when I was deployed to Iraq with my infantry unit in 2007 and 2008. I was in a Humvee team, and I was either a driver or a gunner in Operation Iraqi Freedom overseas, and so we would go out on combat missions and security missions.
All right. could you describe like how you felt before the activity, adrenaline-wise?
Before the activity, you would usually get really kind of hyped up. Once you got used to it, weren't jittery anymore because you just everything just seems really, really clear. You just seemed really fired up. You were just ready to go, kind of like when you see a horse at a horse race they're just itching to go, and so you just really pumped up, heart rate's going.
And then could you describe how it was, the adrenaline, how you were feeling during this activity?
During the missions, your senses just seem to be hypersensitive. Your hearing, your eyesight, everything just seems to be upgraded a little bit more than just in a normal situation, which was very helpful because we were always looking for things to go wrong as far as encountering the enemy or encountering things that they might try to do to stop us. So it just brought about a heightened sense of awareness, and so it was actually a good thing for us.
And then could you describe how it was after the activity?
Usually after the activity, once we got done and took apart our vehicles and put everything away, usually we'd kind of crash, kind of like coming down off of drinking a whole bunch of espresso coffees. Your energy level would just drop, and you'd want to go sleep for a while because you'd just be completely drained and just need to chill out.
Right. Have you seen a difference between regular daily activities and the activity that you experience adrenaline during, and your ability to process information and make decisions?
Regular activities, like at my normal job, I don't usually get too fired up about that. The only time you might experience any adrenaline is in a crisis situation, which thankfully doesn't happen a lot in my current job. So you kind of process, it seems like, I don't know what normal pace would be, but nothing like super fast, where when we were out on a mission, you just seem to be able to process a little bit quicker, make decisions a little faster, and just take in more information quicker, which in our jobs was a good thing because we were trying to make decisions that often had to do with life and death. And so we wanted the information to be able to get in and process it and get it back out, because it was not only for ourselves, but often for other people in the vehicle and the other vehicles that were out on the mission. So there was a definite difference. Everything just seemed to move and go faster.
All right. And then as our final question, do you think that the adrenaline and like the adrenaline peak, or I guess you could say the adrenaline high, went down the more you experienced this activity?
I don't know if it really went down. We always seemed to be on a heightened sense of awareness. I think you kind of got used to it. And so, when we first went on the first mission, you were really hyped up because you had never done it before. You never experienced it before. But then you kind of got used to it. I think our senses always stayed high as well throughout the year. Now, sometimes we would try to spike it even more and use energy drinks on top of the adrenaline. But even if we didn't have energy drinks, the sense of awareness was there. You just kind of got used to being at that level of awareness, kind of like a sprinter or someone who runs marathons really fast gets used to their heart moving at that fast, but their body's still responding the same way as far as processing information.
All right, thank you.
Adrenaline, also called epinephrine, is a hormone released by your adrenal glands and some neurons. The adrenal glands are located at the top of each kidney. They are responsible for producing many hormones, including aldosterone, cortisol, adrenaline, and noradrenaline. Adrenal glands are controlled by another gland called the pituitary gland.
Adrenaline is also known as the fight or flight hormone. It's released in response to a stressful, exciting, dangerous, or threatening situation. Adrenaline helps your body react more quickly. It makes the heart beat faster, increases blood flow to the brain and muscles, and stimulates the body to make sugar to use for fuel. When adrenaline is released suddenly, it's often referred to as an adrenaline rush. You can get an adrenaline rush from watching a horror movie, skydiving, cliff jumping, bungee jumping, cage diving with sharks, ziplining, and whitewater rafting. These are just a few of the many activities that you can get adrenaline rushes from. The effects of adrenaline are rapid heart rate, sweating, heightened senses, rapid breathing, decreased ability to feel pain, increased strength and performance, dilated pupils, feeling jittery or nervous.
A couple facts about adrenaline are your heart rate and blood pressure increase and your pupils dilate and your muscles tense. Cortisol and epinephrine increase your blood pressure. They allow more energy to be used by your muscles. Your adrenal glands release an epinephrine along with cortisol, and your hypothalamus is activated. Sympathetic nervous system causes your body to speed up and tense up. In conclusion, we've decided that adrenaline is more helpful than harmful in serious and or fun situations, from the game to the girlfriend to combat, that it allows you to just work situations better and just get things done. Amen.